Hey fifth graders, I hope that you guys are doing well. First of all, Miss Haynes and I miss you so much and hope that you're staying safe and staying healthy. Okay, so welcome to our first week of practice videos. So each week you're gonna have a video like this that's gonna be posted for you to play along with, and it's like a virtual lesson. So a lesson that you can follow along with, and then next week, watch a new one and you can either play along with the video as like we are going to do right now, or you can play along with it the first time and then maybe you just want to practice that same material by yourself. Each week I'm going to give you material to practice, and just like a lesson, get your instrument out at home, play through it, and hopefully remember a lot of the stuff that you probably haven't done in a while and have kind of forgotten. So yeah, get that instrument out, get the dust off the top of it, and let's just have some fun together, all right? So there's gonna be two options of videos. There's gonna be the group 1 video that we're starting in the book at page 14, at the top of page 14. And then there's the group 2 video, which we're gonna start at the book on page 9. It doesn't matter which page you start on. It's wherever you're comfortable starting. Maybe even you made it to page 14 and you're like, I'm not sure because I haven't played in a while and I just kind of want to go back and review stuff. That's awesome. This is group 2 and we're going to start on page 9 of the book. All right. It doesn't matter at all where you start in the book. It doesn't matter. We just want to pick a place to start that you're going to be comfortable with, and then we're going to all move forward together through that. Okay. So page 9 is what this group is going to start on in the book. Okay. But before we do that, let's warm up just like we do in lessons and in band together. We're going to start with our B flat scale, but let's just start with our 6-note scale. All right, this week we're just reviewing stuff. All right, so we're going to go back, start with our 6-note scale. I have my flute out to start with. I'll kind of switch instruments throughout this lesson because this video is for anyone in band. It doesn't matter which instrument you are. Percussion, if you're watching this video, then I want you can either play this on bells or you can play it on the snare drum. I would recommend alternating. One day, play this along with me on the bell part, and then the next day, try it on the snare drum part. I will email all percussionists a PDF copy of the pages from the book so that you can follow along, because I know for you guys, I don't really give you this book. You guys use a different book the most. So I will give you copies of those pages so you can follow along with us. All right, we're going to start with our 6-note scale, so B flat. All right, let's air band it quick first together, just going up. So it's going to go concert B flat. So everyone, you can go through your notes. They're different for each person. So you say the name of your note and we'll all practice fingering. So first note, second note, third note, fourth note, fifth note, and 6th note. Flutes, that's your high G. Flutes, right? Awesome. All right, guys, let's play it. Whole notes. Just hold that as long as you can. If you run out of air, you run out of air. That's okay. Here we go. 1, 2, B flat, and then back down. Good job, guys. All right, this time I want you to move the video a little. We're going to go up the scale with 4 quarter notes for each note of the scale. All right, up and down, just the 6-note scale, 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, first note, and back down. Awesome. All right, guys, cool. So now I want you to take out your book, please. Go to page 9. I'm going to pause this video and switch instruments. All right, guys, I went to my clarinet. Okay, if you're clarinet or saxophone, make sure you guys check your reeds. Make sure they're okay. Make sure they're not cracked. If you are out of reeds and you do not have any reeds and you have especially if you have a school instrument, but even if you don't, if it's a rental instrument and you are like just about out of reeds and you know you're going to run out, can you please email me? I need to know if you're running out of reeds. Also, if any of you don't have your book, if it's at school or it got left somewhere, or maybe you've lost your book. I know there's a couple kids that haven't had a book in a while. Please email me and let me know, because I can take a picture of these pages in the book and I can email them to you. All right. Let me know if you don't have your book with you at home. All right. Because I easily can send you those pages. Please let me know. All right, guys, we're going to go to page 9 in the book and start right at the top. All right. So it doesn't matter what instrument you're playing, you can play this along with us. French horns, if you're watching this video, you need to play the B page, because that's going to follow along and be the same notes. Or you can play the A page and just know that your notes are going to be different from what we're playing. Okay, let's try page 9 at the top, number 1.24. Hopefully this is review. You've played this in your lesson, but it's good to just kind of go back, especially if you haven't been playing in a little while. Go back and just brush up some of these things. Let's remember all these things that we've learned before. All right, and just take our time and work through this and just have fun playing our instruments, and that's what's the most important right now. All right, guys, 1.24, Down by the Station. Let's airband it together first. The thing is, I just can't say the names of the notes because everybody's notes are different based on your instrument. So I'm just going to count, and I'm going to practice my fingerings for clarinet. I want you to practice your fingers and say the name of the note for your instrument. Here we go. So start at the beginning, and I'm just going to count 2, beginning, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Cool. All right, let's try playing it. Here we go. All together from the beginning. Make sure we're tonguing. All right. Ta, ta, ta. All right. It's different for every instrument, but make sure we think ta, ta. Awesome. Here we go, guys, from the beginning. Down by the Station. 1, 2, ready, and breathe. Good. Okay, guys, let's go back and review a few things. So that last note of that song, it is a whole note, and a whole note gets how many beats? 4. A whole note gets 4 beats. Make sure you hold it for 4. A whole note is empty inside, and it doesn't have a line going up or down, right? That's what makes a whole note look like a whole note. A half note is empty inside, but it has a line going up or going down. And a half note gets how many beats? 2. A quarter note is filled in, it's colored in, and it has a line going up or down. And a quarter note gets how many beats? 1. Okay, so we've got quarter notes, 1 beat, half notes, 2 beats, and we have whole notes, 4 beats. All right, make sure we know the difference between those two. Also, make sure that when we see those notes on that page, we know what our fingers have to do. All right, we got to keep looking ahead to see what's coming next so that we can move our fingers and play the right note at the right time. All right, guys, cool. So if you need to, pause the video, go back, airband that one again, practice it slower, and then Keep working on it until you can play it with me, how we just played it. And then once you can play it with me, you know, you're going to be able to pause it and actually play it faster than I just played it. So that's awesome if you can do that. But we want it to be correct. That's the most important thing. Everyone check your posture right now. Feet flat on the ground, sitting up nice and tall, away from the back of your chair, unless you're a tuba player. All right. Awesome. We're sitting up. We're going to always bring our instrument to our head. Don't bring your head down to your instrument. Look straight ahead. Bring it right up. Saxophones, check your neck straps. Make sure that they're high enough. We want to bring that instrument right to our lip, our bottom lip. Good. Awesome. Brass, lift up that instrument so that it's going right to your mouth. All right, guys, let's go to the next one down. Some Folks Do. It's kind of an interesting name. I don't know this song very well. Stephen Foster wrote it. I'll have to look it up. All right, that's a good challenge for the week. Look up Some Folks Do by Stephen Foster. He's written a lot of famous songs. If you can read about Stephen Foster in that blue box above this song. All right, so take a look at this one. If you'd like to, you can read those directions. Before you play, draw these symbols where they belong. Treble clef, you can draw your treble clef or bass clef. Time signature, you can draw that in. And final bar line at the very end, you can draw all those in. But you must do it with a pencil. Always, always using pencil for music. Never pen, never marker, never colored pencil, always regular pencil, or you can use a mechanical pencil. That's your only option. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Let's just go ahead and play this. I want you to pause the video, air band it by yourself from the beginning very slowly. And then after you've air banded it and said the names and practice your fingerings, play it with me. Here we go. Let's give it a try from the beginning after you've air banded it. Beginning, Some Folks Do. 1, 2, ready, and... Awesome. Nice job, guys. The way that I want you to practice at home is not to just go back and play through the whole song over and over and over again. That's not how we get better at learning a new song. What we have to do is go back and think about what is the part that we struggle the most with. So let's look at that song, Some Folks Do. Look at the last 2 measures. Those are kind of tricky, all right? In this song, there's a lot of repeated notes. Some of it's not too bad, but the last measure is kind of tricky because it does change notes. So let's just look at those last 2 measures, air band it first. Here we go. So air band it with me. I'm just going to count it, and you're going to say the name of the note and put your fingers down. Last 2 measures. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now, once you feel comfortable doing that, go ahead and air band it a couple times, pause the video. But once you're ready to play it with me right now. Here we go. Last 2 measures. Ready? Go. Good. Okay. Now, if you were able to play that with me, then go back to the beginning of the song, play the whole song again. Or if there was some other part that you were messing up on in that song, then just go back and work on those couple measures and then put it back together, okay? Learning a new song, guys, is all about like tearing it apart and like working on the little spots and then slowly putting it back together, all right? It's not about going back and just trying to play it, the whole thing over again and saying, oh, I got one note wrong. I'm going to start all over again and playing it again, because that is just not using our time effectively, okay? If we go back and we just work on the spot that we keep messing up on, then you're going to get better at that spot, and then you're going to be able to put it back together, and before you know it, you're going to be able to play the whole song perfectly, all right? And that's our goal, to be able to get all the way through this whole song playing the notes correct and the rhythms correct and keeping the beat steady, not going really fast through some parts and slowing it down and then getting really fast again because it's easy. No, the whole thing needs to be the same speed. All right, and if that means doing the whole thing slow, then do the whole thing slow. That's great. Or if you're able to play the whole thing on a faster speed, that's awesome too, but it has to be correct. All right, let's go down to the next one. And the last one in the book that we're gonna play today, 1.26, Scaling the Wall. Scaling the Wall. I want you to pause the video and air band this one. All right, and once you have finished it, air banding it, we're gonna play it together. Here we go. It's got a repeat at the end, so be ready for that. 1, 2, ready, and... Repeat. Awesome. Nice job, guys. Okay, so go ahead and practice those songs. I want you to work this week on page 9, doing those 3 that we just did, 1.24 through 1.26. All right? Practice like whenever you can, every other day, every day if you have time to. Work on those songs because, guys, this is how we're going to get better. Repetition, going through them, but making sure you're going through them correctly. It's not about just playing them. It's about playing them correctly. We don't want to learn the wrong habits. All right? So, guys, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to switch one more time to a different instrument. I'm thinking it needs to be a brass instrument since it's only been woodwind so far. And I'm going to get out the song Creatures in the Attic. So why don't you go ahead and find Creatures in the Attic. All right, guys, so I had my baritone handy, so I thought I would just play this part with you. It's exactly the same as the trombone part, okay? Except trombones, you get to do those really cool glisses in this song. So I hope that you're playing them nice and strong at home when you're playing along with me. All right, so guys, I figured, why don't we do Creatures in the Attic and just play through it together, you know, just like as if we were playing it together in a lesson or in band. I'll be playing it on baritone, so you'll hear the baritone, trombone, tuba part. So if you have the same part as me, awesome, play that part out with me. If you have a different part, awesome, play that part. Just imagine it's just like, you know, as if I were playing this instrument in lesson with you, or we were playing in band. We have all different parts, okay? So why don't we start at the beginning? We're just gonna go down to 27 for today. Next time we'll go and play the rest of it, all right? Just from the beginning to 27. Play it with me, all right? We're gonna go slow. If you need to practice parts of this, pause the video, then go back and play it with me. We're just gonna have fun, guys, all right? I miss you, and I miss playing this song with you so much. All right, here we go, from the beginning, as if we were playing this together. Here we go, beginning. 2, ready, and rest. Measure 5. Measure 9. Good, and we just got to 27. Hopefully you got to 27 with me. If not, that's okay. Practice the song a whole bunch and then go back to this video in a couple of days and then try to play it with me, all right? every week on Monday, we're going to have new videos that are posted. This is group 2. If this seems like a good place for you, awesome. If it seems a little too easy, then you can try group 1. All right. It doesn't matter which video you watch at all. All right. The important thing is just getting out these instruments and having fun playing them. All right. And we just look forward to when we get to play together with you in the future, and we can't wait for when that day comes. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy practicing, and we'll see you next time.